Crystal's corner, my little corner of the country. So this video is a little bit different. I decided to go to a different room. This is our guest room because the video is different. So this is a tag of 10 things about me. And I was tagged by Carrie and Carrie's Nest, and I'm gonna tag 5 of you at the end of this. So keep watching to see if you get tagged, and if you do, you don't have to do it, but it would be super fun if you did. So what I did was just wrote down 10 things about myself that I thought might help you get to know me better. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of, this might be a shortened version because I made a 20-minute long video, this same video today, and I hit upload and it's been processing for 3 hours and it says error uploading. So I don't know, we'll see which one I publish. If that one ever comes back, I'll probably publish that, but otherwise I'll do this one. So here I'm doing it again. Okay, all right, number 1, I met my husband on eHarmony. I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. We met on there in 2008 and we got married in January 9th of 2010. So we have been, our 10-year wedding anniversary is coming up. He is my soulmate. I don't know, I always talk about this show, but Outlander is something my husband and I are currently watching, and the 2 main characters in that movie, that's basically me and my husband. We are meant to be together. We thank God for putting us together because it's just such a love that we have that not very many people are blessed enough to have in a lifetime, and so we're very, very thankful to God for putting us together. I was married 19 and a half years to my daughter's daddy, and we are still good friends. I can call him up anytime, and we talk like normal, and there's no animosity between us, which I really like. We were just little kids when we got married, 21. I think that's young, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We just kind of grew apart, and life became all about our daughter, and we just grew further and further apart. So we decided to part ways, but anyway, it turned out wonderful because I was then directed to meet my husband, and he is the love of my life, so I'm very, very, very thankful for that. The only regret I have is that we didn't meet sooner, because here we are at our age and we had to start all over from the ground up, and it was just like a couple of teenagers starting over again. So anyway, it's been fun though. We're having a great time doing it. All right, so number 2, and my daughter is very blessed. She has a daddy that loves her and a stepdaddy that loves her, and she loves them both as well. So that's a good thing. Number 2, I homeschooled my daughter for all the way through kindergarten to 12th grade, and we had a fantastic time doing that. I would recommend. Oh, she just Snapchatted me. We're best friends. I tell you what, she's my buddy. I miss her. She's in college, but anyway. I homeschooled her all the way through. We had such a fun time doing that. I would recommend that to anybody that has little kids. If you're able to do it, do it. It's such a blessing. We used to, I remember one of my favorite things, well, first of all, I did homeschool, like I rang a bell, she had a backpack, we used to go get school supplies, and just made it very much like school, and all the fun things. And I remember doing history with her, and when we would study different countries, I would buy food and prepare meals each night. I would typically take a whole week to do that country and cook meals from that country and play music from that country and dress up like people from that country, and it was just so much fun. We had a great time doing that. I would love one day, when my daughter gets married and has kids, to homeschool my grandkids. I mean, it's just so much fun. I really enjoyed it. So anyway, that was sort of another interesting thing that you might not know about me. And number 3, different jobs that I've had. Let's see. Before I had my daughter, I had a 2-year degree. I got a community college degree in office work. So I was an administrative assistant for many, many years. And then right before, about a year or so before I had her, I worked at the Crisis Pregnancy Center. And I really enjoyed that because I was able to not only be the administrative assistant, but also to do some counseling, which was really cool. It was a really fulfilling job. But after that, I quit because I knew I was going to stay home and be a stay-at-home mommy, and that is, oh my God, it's the best job in the world. And but to make a little money on the side, I decided to be a nanny, and so for 15 years, I was a nanny. And what I would do was, since my daughter was an only child, that gave her also an opportunity to have siblings growing up. I would typically just have one child at a time, and I would keep that child from the time they were born until they went to school, so until they were about 5 years old. And now I see them all grown up and in college, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old. So anyway, that was a lot of fun, and my daughter enjoyed it. She has a lot of memories with the sweet little ones that I kept through those years. And then, so now, you know, I'm a hairstylist. I had gone to beauty school back when I was younger, when I first got married to my first husband. I went to beauty school. I was 20, I think, 21. Well, we got married when I was 21, so I was doing beauty school then. And I just loved it, but I decided, yeah, not really for me, so I quit. Well, all these years, I never have really forgotten that, and I really loved doing hair, but I just wasn't ready to do it at that time. So whenever my daughter, we graduated her from high school and she took off to college, I was like, what am I gonna do? I mean, what is my purpose now? So that kind of feeling. So I decided, I'm gonna go back to beauty school. So just 4 years, maybe 5 years ago, I went back to beauty school, and I was the oldest one in the class. They all called me Mama, and gave a lot of advice. It was fun. But yeah, it was another 2-year degree because the beauty school that is close to my house was you had to do a community college, get a degree, and you had to do psychology and English and all this kind of stuff. Some of it I had already taken, so I was able to bounce out of and not have to take again. But so yeah, I went back to school and opened a small little salon, and just me and my clients. I like it one-on-one, and I usually have anywhere from 10 to 15 clients a week, so it's very small, and that's how I like it. You know, I don't want to bust my butt working the rest of my life, so it's just kind of like a hobby, but I really enjoy it. All right, number 4. I am the youngest of 4 children. My parents are the sweetest, best parents in the entire world. My dad is 88 and still going strong. He still lays brick. If you guys saw the video that I posted about my fall decorations, he built the fireplace. You should check that out if you haven't seen it. Just 4 years ago he built that. He's slowing down a little bit. I can tell his fingers hurt. He's starting to get arthritis in his hands and stuff, but he's still strong. And Mom, she was 81 3 years ago. She passed away, and me and my mom and my daughter were all 3 best buddies. We hung out together all the time, so it was tough on both me and my daughter. And obviously my dad, they were married 61 years, but she died of pulmonary fibrosis, which was caused by her blood pressure medication. Now, they no longer sell that kind, but her doctor had retired and left her on that medication, and it had been since recalled for causing pulmonary fibrosis. So that's what got her, and she was vibrant and healthy, just like my dad. So that was very crazy to deal with. And like I said, I'm the youngest of 4 children. I have an older brother, 2 older sisters. My brother and I are close. My 2 sisters have not spoken to me or my brother for 3 years, ever since Mom passed. There were some ugly things said and done when she died. You know, I'm not innocent of it, but they decided to no longer be part of our lives. So yeah, keep that in prayer, because that's a really weird dynamic that I really hate, but there's nothing I can do about it, but I can pray about it. So number 5, am I an extrovert or an introvert? I am an extroverted introvert, if that makes sense. Okay, the reason why I work at my own place is because I like to be one-on-one with my clients. I like to have that intimacy where we can talk and things not be shared and not be listened to by other stylists. So one-on-one with a person, I'll share my history just like I'm doing now. I will talk your ear off. But if you put me in a room with, say, like 50 people, I'm gonna clam up and probably stand to the side like a wallflower. That's because I'm an introvert, but I make myself extrovert, if that makes sense. And I'm an extrovert if I'm one-on-one, sort of, kind of. So that tells you I'm pretty introverted. Okay, let's see. Hobbies I have. YouTube is a pretty fun hobby, and I'm enjoying that immensely, getting to know you guys and sharing the boxes. Oh my gosh, the sub boxes are addicting, and I can't really justify spending so much money on all of them, so I'm pretty much gonna stick with just the few that I do, because I just like I said, we did start over, and so we should be at retirement, or not really at retirement, but we should be getting closer to that, and instead we're not. So yeah, I need to not do too many of those, but they're a blast. Oh my gosh, I love them, and they're so addicting to get stuff in the mail. But my favorites are the Nadine West, I Love Jewelry, and Luxury Diva. I love those 3, and so that's probably, if you see other ones, it's probably randoms. Those 3 are my favorite, and that's probably the ones I'm going to keep, unless I'm thinking about picking up FabFitFun this coming year, so I'm excited about that. But that's a hobby. Playing the flute, love that. Been doing that since I was a kid. Was in the band. What's the band geek? Always a band geek. The band at my school, oh my gosh, it was huge, and it was a major deal to be in it. They were amazing. And then singing is one of my hobbies, and I love it, and that is most likely where my daughter got her love of singing. Oh, and jobs that I've done too, I used to be a kinder music teacher. I did that for about the whole 15 years that I was a nanny, and I think that's where my daughter got her first love, and she started playing violin and then singing. So anyway, yeah, so let's see. Number 7, my daughter, how many children? I have 1. One child of my own. Now my husband has a daughter, and she is 22 as well, same age as my daughter. And what's really funny is my ex-husband has a stepdaughter, and she's 22 as well, so there's 3 22-year-old girls. Thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, mine is my only child, and she went to to a college close by the house, only 30 minutes away, and I was so grateful for that, because she would come home on the weekends, and she was always here every weekend. We would hang out and go to the movies and do things and have a blast. Now she's off to get her master's degree, and her master's degree in vocal performance, she sings opera, has taken her to Rochester, New York. So this is the first time ever in our lives that we've been apart like this, and it really sucks, but that's probably one reason too why I started doing YouTube, just to give me a little something extra on the side to do to keep me busy. And but anyway, so yeah, she's getting her master's degree, and she's probably going to go on and get her doctorate too, because she'll most likely be a professional opera singer for a while, and then settle down and be a professor of music at a college. And she really may be coming back to her old alma mater to work there, which that would be amazing. And I'm lucky that she's pretty much a homebody. So if she gets on with the opera company, she'll most likely come home and travel and jet set, go sing and come back. So I'm excited for that, and for the future, for when she gets married and has grandbabies and all that. It's gonna be a blast. Now my husband's daughter, she took a different route. She got pregnant and then got married, and she has a baby, and so I guess that would be our grandchild. But he's one. He just turned one, and we've only seen him once. So her mother has done a great job of turning her against us. So yeah, keep that in prayer as well. We have a rough time with family, seems like. But our little bubble of us three, well, and my dad and my brother and his family, we're good, and we couldn't be happier. Just prayers for the rest of the family, that there will be reconciliation on both sides. That would be a blast. That would be amazing. Number 8, am I empty nester? Not yet. Not claiming it yet, because my daughter's in college. She hasn't gotten married and hasn't moved out, so later. Number 9, do I have pets? Yes. 1, Tucker. Tucker came about, about a year ago. A year and 6 months ago, my daughter's toy poodle, Chip, passed away from old age. He was 17, and that was devastating. But we didn't see it coming, but he was 17, so he just quit eating one day and then quit drinking, and then he died in my arms. It was awful, but luckily our daughter was off to sing in Italy for a summer program, and she wasn't here when that happened, so God spared her from seeing that. But so at that time, she was getting ready to leave to go to Rochester, and my husband was working third shift, and I said, look, I have to have something to take care of. I mean, that's what my whole life has been. I have to have something. And so my husband said, well, start researching, find out what kind of dog you want to get. And I found out that I wanted to get a schnoodle, which is what Tucker is. He is half schnauzer, half poodle, and I swear a little boy lives inside of him. He is so smart, beyond smart, and some days that's taxing, because he is full on and he wants your attention all day long, and if you don't give it to him, he's gonna get in your face and get it. So but yeah, he has been such a blessing. He's a camera hog. That's why, another reason why I came upstairs, because when I recorded this video earlier, he is all over me. So if I do post that one, you'll see the whole entire video. He was all over me. So anyway, yeah, what was the question? Yeah, pets. Yeah, we have one, and he is a schnoodle. And he's 1 year, he's 17 months old. Number 10, what makes me most happy? The thing that makes me the most happy is hanging out with my daughter and my husband, and even happier than that is when we go to the beach. That is my favorite place to be. I love the ocean. I love the beach. I may not look like it because I'm pale as a ghost, but that is my favorite place on earth to be. So yeah, hanging out with them and just hanging out and watching TV, movies, going to the movies, eating, love to eat, spending time with them, and basically traveling. If that sounds like heaven to me, just traveling with them. And yeah, one day we hope to go to Hawaii. That's a goal. But anyway, yeah, just traveling, usually North Carolina beaches. It's where we go, North and South Carolina beaches. But we did go to Gulf Shores, Alabama one time, and then last year my daughter and I went to where did we go? Florida, Vero Beach. Oh my gosh, that's nice. So we really like that, Vero Beach. All right, so that is it in a nutshell. And I am tagging 5 people to do this, and you can pick any 10 things about yourself that you want to share, just anything. And so I'm gonna tag Jamie Sue Subboxes and Jess Logger, I think that's how you pronounce it. N is for nurse, Barrett Pastor, and Hot Mess Mom Keller. And I will tag you guys in the description below, and so if you, hopefully you'll see it, and I look forward to your videos too and getting to know you guys better. So alright, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you like this sort of video, and maybe we'll do more of these things in the future. I love getting tagged in these kind of things because they're a blast to watch, and I love to do it too. Alright guys, have a blessed evening, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.